Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. I so like it when I see a leader that has this, and not only that has this, but acts like a leader, like a strong leader, because there are some weak ones that are weasels. But in a democracy, you have those. But this guy, I like when they lash out at some bureaucrat, like a technocrat, like a person who just pushes paperwork and makes statements at the United Nations. Those guys think that they own everything, and they're just over there appointed. And they have some power, but actually don't have much power um, against a country that has importance. Why? What are they going to do? They're just over there to talk here, talk there, schedule meetings, and observe certain things, do some investigation here and there. Yeah, that's true. Those are necessary. But then you watch your mouth when you speak with a leader of a country. You don't just say, hey, like you're a principal of a school and come to a student and, hey, kid, no, you don't do that. And when you do that, sometimes you get smacked back or smacked, not back, you get smacked. And this guy got smacked. This person got smacked, United Nations, whatever, by none other than Xi Jimping of China. I'm not glorifying this guy, but when someone knows who he is and what he can do and his value, and he just speak with a bureaucrat, however, I mean, is asked by the human rights chief Michelle Bachelet, Bachelet, like, hey, what's going on in China? I mean, watch your mouth. See what's going on here. South China Morning Post, Wednesday, 25th of May, 2022. This is the title. Xi Jinping tells UN Human Rights Chief Michelle Bachelet China does not need patronizing lectures about its record. True or not true? Watch your mouth when you talk to China. China is not, I don't know, Fiji or something. Nothing against Fiji, but Fiji is still, like that. You know what I mean? So, Chinese President Xi Jinping spoke to the United Nations Human Rights Commissioner by video conference in the middle of her 6-day visit in the country that will include a visit to Xinjiang. Oh, so she's a she, Michelle then. Okay, Michelle, Michael, Michelle. She defended China's human rights record during Wednesday conversation with Michelle Bachelet and told her China would not accept any, and I'm quoting, patronizing lectures, according to state news agency Xinhua. And I'm quoting, when it comes to human rights issues, there is no such thing as flawless utopia. Correct. That means hold your horses and point fingers to others that you don't point fingers at or to. Countries do not need patronizing lectures. Still, less should human rights issue be politicized and used as a tool to apply double standards or as a pretext to interfere in the internal affairs of other countries, she said. Correct. Because you know where this goes. They try to put you, they try to attack you, attack your moral character. And they say, oh, you're a bad dude, then you have to do this for us. And if the person is like weak, I say, oh, okay, yeah. But if it's strong, say, who's talking? Who is talking? Oh, you're talking? Oh, you're perfect? Okay, you're here to do your job. That's true, Human Rights Commission. But I'm feeling that you are paying attention too much to me, but not to others. And then the reason they're going to want the inspectors and so on. Human rights, very important, but they should look in other countries as assiduously as they look in China. I'm not defending China. It's just this person got smacked. And do you have questions about the biggest topics and trends from around the world? Get the answers from SCMP Knowledge, our new platform and curated content with explainers, an analysis, and infographic brought to by you award-winning team. Yes, do you want that? Xi also warned that any system or model blindly copied from another country, regardless of the situation, on the group will not only look out of place, but also bring disastrous consequences. So yeah, don't look any. This is what the Russians used to say, tell the Americans and the French when they will come and lecture in Moscow. This is not democracy here. He said, that's our democracy. You have your flaws over there in your countries with your democracies. Look at the United States. It's a system of bribery. That's what the Russians claimed. You know, when you have people voting in the campaign contribution, that's bribery, they said. And then it's not even the direct vote, because you do you vote electorate, and then the how do you call it? Electoral college votes for the president. So what is that? Intermediates. So yeah, they all have flaws, but anyway, nevertheless, the report did not mention if the two touched on alleged human rights violations in Xinjiang in their conversations. Hours after Chinese media published remarks claiming that she expressed admiration for China's efforts to protect human rights, her office issued a statement in response to widely reported remarks attributed to High Commissioner Bachelet. Her remarks contained no such prize. Okay, so it's a war of words. According to her office, Bachelet told Xi that she wanted to visit China to, and I'm quoting, engage with the government of China directly on human rights issues, domestic, regional, and global, end quote. And I'm quoting again, for development, peace, and security to be sustainable locally and across borders, human rights have to be at their core, she added. She said, you know, beautiful words. It's like, for the safety of your children, please allow the government to come and check every night at 9 o'clock, come in your house and verify if your children are safe, are doing okay, any bruises, any marks, any injuries, okay? It's for the safety of your children. Don't you think that's a good thing? That is more people checking on your children? Yes. Really? Kind of like that. Again, not defending China. Is this how weaselly this works? And now when I'm quoting again, China has a crucial role to play within multilateral institutions in confronting many of the challenges currently facing the world, including threats to international peace and security, instability in the global economic system, inequality, climate change, and more. I'm not a fan of all the past two, obviously. Um, so, well, this is what, and then she also gave a speech via video link to students at the university. That's a mistake. Guangzhou on Wednesday. She did not mention Zhangjiang or another flashpoints but highlighted the importance of helping young people to participate in open societies. No, open civic spaces. the trip, the first to China by a UN Human Rights Commissioner in 17 years, is shrouded in controversy as Western governments and human rights activists have expressed concern she will not be given unfettered access to Xinjiang and fall into a propaganda trap. No foreign media is allowed to trail her visit, and Chinese authorities said the tour would be conducted in a closed loop because of COVID-19 restrictions, prevention. On Tuesday, the U.S. State Department, now you know who's the string puller here, the puppeteer, said it was a mistake to agree to the visit because Bachelet would not have the necessary access to conduct a complete and unmanipulated assessment. So, who are you to say? Why do you can have an opinion, but why so interested, U.S. Department? Why not the Department of Cuba, Foreign State Department of Cuba did not say anything, or the Foreign Ministry of, I don't know, Zanzibar did not say anything? Why the U.S. says something about it? Isn't that strange? That's why it's politicized. When asked about the U.S. comments on Wednesday, Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin said China welcomed people from different countries to go to Xinjiang, but said China opposed any kind of investigation. He also accused the U.S. of internationally smearing China. Okay. All right. And then it says on Monday, Wang Yi, the foreign minister of China, said he hoped Bachelet's trip would clarify misinformation. That's what he said. Bachelet tried to manage expectations in an online meeting with diplomats from 70 countries on Tuesday, saying the trip was not an investigation into China's rights record, but about long-term engagement with Chinese authorities, according to Reuters. You know, a foot in the door, that's what probably this is. I mean, if you look at history, this is what it goes. Look at how they wanted to check Saddam Hussein in his butt about the weapons of mass destruction. And where did he end up? In the same location where they wanted him. Look at Gaddafi, the same thing. Let us do this, let us do this, no flight zone, but they were flying, do this, and then where did the guy end up? At the same garbage can. So yeah, let them come a little bit in and see how that goes. Well, this is with this guys. It's just the same method. That's why these guys are just insulting our intelligence, but it can't insult, you know, the ability, the knowledge, the the IQ of the Chinese. They can't. Those are people who at least they show they you know, figure things out. We're not going to let you do the same thing you did with everybody else. Go and check your other countries. Leave us alone. Or we're going to let you go in here only how much we want you. I mean, if that would be Russia, because they treated Russia the same way, you know, and the Russia said, you know what, was it ONGs or whatever, non-government and NGOs, I'm sorry, should not be in, out, or you register as a foreign agent. Oh my God. But they know, the population doesn't know that that's the way certain things get sponsored, financed. People get in the country under that, oh, I'm just here, you know, non-governmental institution. Yes, I'm here to help. I'm a volunteer. Uh, Everything okay? Yeah. Really? Okay. Nevertheless, I'm glad that China plays like this with United Nations, and United Nations is not objective whatsoever. Just remember, it's what, I don't know exactly what the percentage of UN is funded by the United States, and it's in New York City. So that should tell you a lot from the get-go. You know what I mean? But if people think that these are just, oh my God, they're going to go and investigate and find Chinese and human rights abuses. Yeah, there are human rights abuses everywhere, everywhere. You find in China, probably you can find in other areas too. But you know, it's just they move in, they try to, you know, to slide in like a little snake, slithering. All right, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just such a weasels.